Yo, what's going on, fam? How's everybody doing? This your boy D-Had. Hope everybody's doing well today. My name's Dan. Subscribe, like, comment if you're new. So today, we're going to talk about acoustic paneling and bass traps and just acoustic treatment. I think overall, I want to say I spent $200 over a year, 2 years worth of time building acoustic panels, building bass traps, just trying to find something to absorb the sound and diffuse it. I've also built SKYLINE diffusers. So I mean, figured out kind of what the what sounds do, and if you are willing to put a little bit more money and a little bit more investment into your music and your mixing and your production, and you're serious about it, I would definitely, don't be afraid to spend a little bit of money, a little bit of extra money, whatever. Don't be afraid to spend. With all that being said, let's get right into it. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Let me know, interact, so we can communicate with one another. Let's do it. Woo! Alright, so bass traps are pretty easy. Easy to understand, I guess. Have a sound that with a lot of bass, a lot of low end, and you play it. What happens is low end, when it travels, it goes everywhere. So in order to control that, you need bass traps. You need really thick absorption to do that. So what I ended up doing is in the walls right here, I built a frame with I think they're about 5 feet long, maybe 4.5. I think it's 5 feet long. Maybe it's 4 feet. I don't know. I got rock wool from Lowe's or Home Depot. I think I spent about $50 there. We used scrap wood. We actually had a table saw, so we were able to slice some 2x4s in half and just get more. And by the end of it, we ended up, I cut these little triangles out, and it came out very nice. So I actually made a montage video of that if you guys want to check it out. It's in the link, or maybe you can press up there. As you can see in this example, you can hear, and you can also see. Very, very subtle, but it makes it that much better in your mixing area, in your mixing stage, especially when you're sitting in your listening position and your speakers are set up in that equilateral triangle. What happens is the low end it goes into all corners and all crevices, and you don't want anything to get trapped into those corners. You want it to be absorbed into the bass traps. So there we go. All right, next we're going to move on to the absorption panels, and that's really what changed the game for me. So now we're moving on to the absorption panels. The absorption panels are for me, it changed the game. It changed up everything I thought about mixing. I knew about mixing, the way my style was, the sound. So I created these panels that sit in the back of the studio right now. Actually, towels to absorb the sound, and then I got a moving blanket and I wrapped it around just to give it that look. Make it look decent. And then from there, on the sides here, this is where your reflection points are. So you got to think of when mids and highs, the key is there's a reflection point from that speaker to that wall, from that speaker to that wall. When that high pitched mid-tone noise hits that sound, and instead of it, because it bounces, reflective sound bounces, it absorbs into that material. So what's great is if you put them in the right angle, you're absorbing that initial reflection point. There's less bouncing around the room and less reverb. As you can hear in this example, or you'll hear that the sound becomes more isolated than it was back with nothing. When there was just nothing in the room, it's just a clean sound. So here, let's check it out. And so you see what I'm saying? So there is a little slight difference. The deeper the material that sticks out depends on what's going to happen to that sound. For low end, if you have deep holes, that low end can go in there and just kind of stay in there, right? And then the reflection of the high points, what happens is they bounce into these uneven surfaces, these layers, and it just bounces around, and it kind of it tames it down, it cleans it up a little bit, and then it bounces back out into the room. there you have it. That's what absorption panels are really about, and the SKYLINE diffuser. Yeah, I mean, look, it changed the game for me. It changed the way I looked at music. I heard music. Now when I'm mixing on headphones, I can hear like, oh, I need to take this out. You know, when it comes to structure or the EQ, you know, you want that response when you're playing the music and it hits you back, especially in your room. You want that response to equal out. You don't want any dips. You don't want any high ends. You know, you want it to be on an EQ. You want it to be kind of, you know, kind of flat. So, I mean, that's the goal here. I used what I had, and I would say I spent about $200 over 200 years. $200 over 2 days. $200 over 2 years. And I came out with a great product. All right, so there you have it. That's what acoustic paneling has done for me. I just wanted to share my experience and show you that it's possible, that you can do it yourselves. You know, let's get this information out there because, look, man, I knew nothing. I went to the library, got free books. I sat and read things about mixing, and I realized that on top of learning what mixing is all about, the most important thing is the sound. Anyways, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. I hope you got a lot of value out of this, and if you did, remember to subscribe, like, comment, share this with other people. So there you have it. Love you guys. Bye. Hey.